Hey there, YouTubers! It's the Level Designer. My name's Jeremy, and I'm here with my next episode of the Horizon multiplayer map that I'm building within Unreal Engine 5. And if you were here last episode, what we worked on was some terrain stuff. We expanded upon the terrain here, and then we built out this bay area. Then we also started on the downtown Honolulu, roughly started to plan out what that is going to kind of look like overall on the map. And we also added some additional mountains, and we tried to basically put in some more aspects of that, I think it's Oahu, the actual island itself. Let me actually just look it up just to make sure. Yeah, Oahu. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but anyway, that's where we last left off. So one of the things I want to try to accomplish this episode is I want to fine-tune some more of the terrain itself. And there's a few things that I need to decide on, and one of those things is cleaning up this bay area. So one of the things I do not like about this area right now is that when you playtest it, I mean, it's basically just a giant cliff that goes into the water. I'm not really fond of this. It really doesn't really work too well. You go swimming really fast if you jump down though. But yeah, I really want there to be more of a natural, descension into this bay area. So one of the things that we're gonna do is we're going to modify this bay object a little bit, and we're not even going to really move it. We're just going to fine-tune some of the values over here. So one of the things I want to do is, with this selected, I want to go over to the fall-off angle, and I'm going to hit 20%. And what 20% is going to do is it's going to really make the fall off into the water a lot more subtle, and you'll actually be able to go into here. One of the things that I don't like about this is that it kind of adds to the area. So if I reset to the default value, you can see that it adds a lot of water mass to it. So I'm gonna go to 20. And another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to 1,000. I don't know if that did anything. Yeah, it did a little bit. But after that, I'm going to go into the curl noise here. And instead of 75, I'm going to go to 4. And you can see that now it's much more closer to the original space that I had it. Maybe not as much, but I do like how there's more of a general, just a general slope now to this water area. It's not as rough. So I think that's something that I can definitely at least work with right now. So with that in mind, we have that going. I think everything else is pretty spot on. We do have this area over here that I will like to clean up. So let me see if I can just work on that for a bit. So I'm going to go into landscape mode. And I'm gonna go and see if I can select this specific brush. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to clean up some of the... Clean up some of this here. I don't know if this is actually going to... Okay, so that cleaned up that a bit. And then I'm gonna select this, and I'm just gonna try to move this back as much as I can. And that works too. Another thing is, I do think that I want to kind of go back to some of these other areas, like this one right here, and try to work a bit more on the fall off as well. So we have this fall off angle, so I might see... So we have like 20, I think that's a bit much. Let me go, and I'm just playing around with some values here. Again, I want to add some roughness though to this. There's a fall off width, which I don't know if that's really doing anything. There's this, which... Again, I'm not particularly... I don't know. Let me try to do 100 and just see. Okay, so that's definitely not what I want. I'm gonna go into the strength here though and just see what I can do to make it more... Just for there. I like it though. I feel like that. I just want this to kind of... I don't know. I want it to be a little bit more natural. I want this to kind of blend in more to the different layer. Fall off width. So let me see if I can... I think displacement. So I'm gonna try to work with some displacement a bit. That should make it a little bit... let me check to see what some of these other brushes were. So it's 15... Okay, so hold on, let me... I'm doing displacement. Displacement there. I'm gonna try 1500, see what that does. It's a little bit more interesting. It does blend it in a little bit more better. But I don't know, I'm just really not... I'm not convinced right now. So I'm gonna go and just see what some of these other values are. So we have 0.5. What was this? Okay, that's, I think, a little bit blends in a little bit more better. And then we have, let me see. We have 25 and 6. So 25, 6. That's kind of interesting a little bit. Let me just see how. Okay, this isn't too bad. I like kind of the variation in the landscape. It's not too busy. You could really play around with some stuff over here. Again, maybe make this a little pass or something. I just like how it's not so like this. Like this is another kind of thing here that I'm not entirely. What is this, by the way? That's that. I mean, that's kind of really blended in to the point where I don't know if I don't know. Got that. I got this giant thing here. I don't know. So we got this fall off angle here. Actually, I'm just gonna copy this and I'm just gonna see what that does. Okay, so yeah, the fall off angle really, I think, helped kind of build that. And then where is the custom brush? There we go. I'll fall off width. Play around with this a bit. Play around with maybe this a bit. So what was this for this here? 0, 0. Guess really nothing. Well, that's definitely not what I want. Okay, so I think that's fine. I have the majority of all of these good to go. One of the things though that I'm gonna do, and this is very important because this is a very important step. So you remember last episode, I was really trying to play around with all of the different adding like the landscapes and everything, and really adding onto that. Well, I'm pretty sure the reason why if I add a landscape to this, the reason why everything disappears is because the landscape that I'm working on right now has the enable edit layers that allows me to work on the blueprints. But the issue is that if I like do that, then I disable, I think, all of my layer information, and I also get rid of the ability to like really work on these terrains more. So that's something that I feel like I'm going to do a little bit more research on. I don't necessarily want to go ahead and make plans to expand it, but I do know a way to add to the ocean floor at a later time, and that's something that I will like to do, but I'm not going to do that until I'm 100% confident that I'm happy with this and I can also add more to what I already have here, because I want to add another island here, and I'd like to maybe add on a bit more here, and then also add on to some of this as well. So that's something that I'm going to hold off on doing this episode, but I did want to mention that if you are having the exact same issues where you're using a lot of these blueprints and you're trying to add to the the landscape, and you click one and you see your whole landscape disappear. It's mainly because on your landscape object that you have, if you have the enable edit layers selected here, that allows you to work on these blueprint brushes, it's just gonna mess everything up, as far as I can tell. You can disable this and it will just delete all of the data that you have on your layers for your blueprint brushes. And so just kind of keep that in mind when you're designing your levels out, that it's probably best to start out with a size you know you're gonna want, and then kind of go from there. But yeah, I'll do a little bit more research. Maybe there's a way to retain some of that information, but I don't want to do anything quite yet. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna touch up some of this stuff right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and can I paint? I should be able to paint the layers. So, well, actually, it's not signed yet. Mesh paint. Is that what I... I'm pretty sure landscape is what I use to actually paint. I don't know, that's really interesting. Paintbrush. Brush material. Yeah, it's... I don't know if that's what I... Because there should be like a general painting... I'm pretty sure that's how I painted things before, is I just went to this and... That's very odd. Okay, well, I guess I have to... again, relearn how to paint stuff, because this just doesn't seem right. Like, there should be different, like, brushes, like, because I have, like, this texture and then this texture here. I'm not seeing that anywhere in the UI. So, I might have to just wait on that and see what I can do. Okay, so with that in mind, we're not going to paint. I was going to touch up some of this a bit and try to blend this a little bit more better into here, but yeah, I don't like that. God, I just don't like this either, this like mesh here. I don't know why. I'm just, yeah, I guess I'm not having the best day. Is this the, I wonder if this is the, I don't know. That must be the texture though for the water. Yeah, I just don't think that looks good. But it is a river. They probably have this pretty much... Oh, actually... It's like above... It's above the water I currently have, so it definitely looks weird. Yeah, that's interesting. But, okay, so we have this weird river object that is kind of off. I have to figure out, like, what to do with that. I wonder if I could just... Ooh. I don't know about that. Oh, gosh, that... That's not gonna work. I don't think. Is that moving? It's affecting some of it. I don't even necessarily hate it. I mean, a lot of these buildings, I'm gonna kind of put down in here anyway, because they don't really match the terrain all too much. So I'm probably just gonna fine-tune some of this. These are fine. And again, these are more like placeholders, but I definitely want to kind of make sense of the terrain a bit. So I think that's gonna be pretty fine. Okay, so we have that going. Another thing that I really want to try to accomplish is adding some more to this village here, and also try to build a little bit more of an impressive area around here, because there's a lot we can do. So I'm gonna just kind of I'm gonna just do some block out stuff, and then we're about 20 minutes into the episode here, so hopefully by the time we get some blocking out done, we can maybe take a look and see if there's anything we can do, and then I can just kind of wrap it up, because there's some other things I want to try to address, especially when it comes to some of the terrain stuff. But I'm going to do some blocking out now, and kind of just chill and hang out and go from there. So one of the things that I'm gonna try to do, I'm in landscape, I don't want that, I want modeling. So again, one of the things I really like and I want to incorporate more of are these little blocks here. So I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this. I'm gonna move this into I'm gonna move this into place. I want to make this way bigger though, so I'm gonna go ahead and just make this a little bit more bigger, a little bit more. I think that works pretty well actually. I'm gonna make this a little bit more smaller. Just try to create kind of a good, try to make a pretty decent kind of entrance into this area. So one of the things that I want to try to do is make it a little bit more smaller. And then we can go ahead and create a block and just kind of add it to this. And we're going to go into poly edit and we're going to make a little bit of a gate. So we're going to go and do that. So I'm just going to make plans for blocking out the area here. And again, I'm just gonna try to create just a sense that it's gonna be kind of difficult to get in here, but kind of play around with stuff. And again, might not even be too afraid to move some of these walls around. So we got that. We can extrude this wall. Extrude out to here. And maybe move this around a little bit more. Extrude this out. And again, I want to really kind of try to find a nice balance of placing the wall kind of somewhat through these trees. I can always place some more stuff around these trees, but I don't know, I like the trees a lot. I think it the trees might give this entrance a little bit of character, so I don't necessarily want to exclude the trees from the entrance itself, but I definitely feel like we don't want to have a lot of this accessible, so that's just something that I think we should kind of keep in mind. And again, we want to take a look and see where this wall kind of is. So I do kind of like we can probably just cut this kind of down the middle here. So what we could do is we can extrude this out, and then we'll go ahead and we will move this into a good position where we can just kind of cut this down the middle. I'll kind of try to hide some of this imperfection in a bit, but we've got something going there. I think that's not too bad. But another thing that I want to do is I'm going to hit accept. I'm going to add in another box. I'm going to add in another kind of wall here. And then I'm going to just try to create something a little bit more reinforced. Maybe even add in like a bit of a guard tower or something that can kind of give off the sense that this is not a place that is going to be easy to kind of attack or whatnot. I'm going to kind of put that there. I think it's not too bad. And actually, instead of having this like be a high wall or something, I'm actually going to keep it kind of down a bit. I am going to... You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to go into here. I'm going to select this. I'll bring this out a bit, and I'm going to extrude this out. And I'm just going to level that and have that be something that is going to just be in this wall. So we just kind of have a buffer. But what I want to do is I do want to add in some separation here. So if the player is kind of coming through here, you know, you can see that there's a definite entrance, and we can see that I want to kind of give the impression that you can see a little bit more down. I actually might even move this down a little bit more, and I might even just bite the bullet and really pull that in. Let me just take a look and see. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I mean, yeah, it's a little bit more better, I think. I don't know, I still feel like this could come up just a little bit more. And this, I think, really should just be as skinny as can be. So kind of have this little wall going. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. You know, you could probably jump over this. What we could also do is we can actually, before I do anything, I want to create another kind of version of this wall. So I'm going to poly edit. I'm just going to match this up with the sides so I can make another side to this wall. Like so. I'm going to bring that down. Just hit accept, and I'm just going to move this over here. So now I need to basically decide what am I going to do with this side over here. And one of the things is that this is I gotta figure out what exactly I'm going to do like with this wall. So we have, you know, another kind of opportunity to do some decision making. So I'm gonna go ahead and it's been a long day, but I'm getting through it. So again, I'm just trying to find a nice balance between making something, you know, make sense. Also make sure that you know, players don't feel like they're totally trapped in here. So, I don't know, I might even move these down a bit, because... Actually, let me do that. Because I don't know if I necessarily like how tall these are. So let me actually play this and see. So this is pretty big here. I don't even really mind how big this arch is, but I don't know, maybe the walls are fine. I think maybe the walls aren't that bad. So I think that is fine, actually. I'm actually not opposed to the walls, now I'm thinking about it. And it kind of gives a good way for you to come out here, and you'll really get to see, you know, you'll see the Thunderjaw over there, and you'll maybe see some stuff over here too. We'll have to kind of decide those, what everything's going to be, but we can really work on stuff. So let's go ahead and try to place some of these walls over here. So I'm going to just kind of go through and try to get something going here. Hang on, I might just take some time to look and see what you know, some of these are gonna look like. So I might go in here and kind of slowly move this wall around. Make a somewhat of a nice edge to this. I'm just just gonna try to have this wall go around this edge. I'm thinking though what I eventually want is I kind of expand the village kind of over here as well, and really make something kind of pop out, and maybe even have like a more bigger kind of area over here where you know, looking at some of the Oseram artwork, you know, they kind of have these more kind of workshop areas where they probably work, and you know, you have like the shipping container here, but you know, we need a little bit of room for the Oseram to actually like live in, so you know, this is kind of a smaller village, so I think we can really do some interesting stuff along here and really build this out, and then have possibly another entrance, probably like over here or something, and have people, you know, come in and do what they need to, and have kind of more of a dock, some more dock stuff over here that is a little bit more, makes sense. So yeah, that's what we can kind of plan for a bit. So I might go ahead and might kind of extrude this over, and then we're gonna extrude this out, and we're gonna just slowly make our way on this layer here, and then I think what we're gonna do is we're just going to extend this wall all the way over. I don't really know. I feel like this might be kind of a, well, I don't know. I don't really like how steep this is, especially for an entrance. But I kind of like how this might circle around and the wall might come down here a bit, and I don't know, maybe that's too big. Let me take a look at from a higher perspective and see what we can do. Yeah, actually, now I think of it, I think it might be better to just move the wall like maybe through here and just have another entrance. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna accept for now, but I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna duplicate another one of these gates, and I'm just going to try to place another entrance somewhere that I feel might be pretty good. So I think I want it to be kind of a flat, somewhat flat area. I don't want it to necessarily be too bad or hilly or anywhere, but I think that might be a pretty good, decent area. I like how, you know, you can kind of come through here and you can have a lot of tents and whatnot in this area, and kind of build this area out. Again, I really like this. You can go into this kind of kitchen area and really explore this. So I think that's a pretty neat idea. So we have, this is going to be a pretty big area here. I might even, I don't know, I might even look and see what I can do to really expand this out. Again, it's going to be kind of difficult though, considering that we don't have any landscape here, so we can't really, I don't know. It just seems kind of I don't know. Let me see what I can do as far as like the blueprints. So we have oh, that's not what I want. We have these shapes here, so let's just see if we can like kind of move some of this. Not particularly. I don't think so. Can I not move this? I can move it. I don't know if that's gonna really do anything. Seems like I'm gonna have to really move. You know what? I think that's fine. I think that's. And actually, instead of I'm gonna go back to modeling, but I'm gonna place this. I'm gonna try to place this somewhere a little bit more interesting. First of all, well, I'm going to turn on snapping. I'm going to place the entrance kind of down here a bit, and really, I might build kind of a smallish sort of wall here to, you know, separate the beach from like the camp area. And I might even do that again on this side. Again, this might look a bit rough. Especially considering that, whoosh, oh my gosh. Am I gonna come back up? That was... Okay, whoa, okay. Yeah, I can't wait until we get some more terrain into this area. Because I'm definitely wanting to add in some underwater stuff. I think that'd be really interesting to play with. Okay, so again, this is gonna probably be a little bit more rough, but I kind of like the idea of, I mean, the Oseram just coming in here and just kind of not really terraforming a bunch of kind of their living area. And they kind of find like kind of this more flat area that they can work on, but maybe over here is a little bit more different. I'm not really entirely sure, but I don't know. I think this is kind of a good area. You can really walk around here. I'd like to add in some more stuff, some smaller structures down here to really sell the idea that there's a bunch of stuff going on. So again, it's just a matter of you know, getting things to look pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I love stuff like this. I think like this little area right here adds a lot to the. Yeah, we got these little trees here and there. So yeah, we have that going. So I'm gonna go back to this wall so I don't lose track of what I'm doing here, what I'm trying to do here. And I'm just going to continue to push this wall along the edge. And this is going to be something that, you know, I can always go back and change later. But I really want to, try to spend some time thinking about, you know, the overall structure of this village and try to kind of visualize how this tribe came in here and just kind of settled. So I'm trying to establish kind of some logic for that. What would have been like kind of the easiest way to build out these walls for them too? I suspect that something like this might have been a little bit more harder to build. So instead of going down like this, there could be a building instead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just place a block here. I'm gonna hit complete. I'm gonna go into poly edit. I'm just gonna make this as large as possible. And what I'm gonna do is I have some of my environmental stuff going here. I'm gonna just try to see if I can find some way to incorporate something. I might scrap this too. I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to do here, but I just want to just play around with some stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that. Yeah, because I was thinking of just making like a tall, kind of a tallish building, and just placing it here, but I don't think excuse me. I don't really think that's gonna really work. So I'm just gonna continue with my original plan of just kind of building out something here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just extrude this. Build out a wall here. This seems pretty good. So extrude this out. Actually, I'm gonna move this even more in. Try to get a good sense of hit accept, go in here, I'm going to, I'll just duplicate again, Control D. So I'm going to duplicate that, duplicate that, just move that around. I think that's pretty... That is pretty good, actually. I'm just gonna move it, kind of center it a little bit. I'm gonna poly edit, and I'm gonna just continue to work on this. I might even move it more. I don't think that's too bad. I'm gonna hit accept, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of take a look and see, you know, what sort of space I'm dealing with here. So you go in here. Of course, this is all gonna be blocked off, so you won't be able to really do much here, but I'm thinking about making like maybe just a structure here that you can go inside and kind of play around with. And then just have this giant wall that like, yeah, this is a really kind of large area. But we're gonna have some village stuff over here, and then just the Oseram just have really taken over this part of the island. So this is gonna be their big outpost here, and I think with that we're going to add in some stuff over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and make another little block wall. I'm gonna hit complete, and I'm gonna go into poly edit. Oh, let me turn down my camera speed just so I can control things a little bit more better. Oh, that's definitely not what I want. Okay, I might move this out a little bit more better. I'll just move this down into the ground. I'll move this out. So one of the things I might kind of do is first I might move this down more, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this kind of up to here. I'm going to extrude this all the way out, and with this I'm going to move it down just a tad. And then another thing that I want to do is to kind of expand this is I might actually add in a little bit of a path here. So what my idea is I really want to expand out these docks and really make something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add in another box, complete, and I'm just going to move it kind of the same height as that. Is that the same? Yeah, that's like pretty much good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna block out I'm just gonna block, you know, out some docks. So I'm just gonna make this, just bring that into the mainland as much as possible. I actually might even bring this in a little bit and bring this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a huge slab first. And just create something. I'm just gonna really put that into the ground there. And I might even I might not even have it extend to the full length. I think that's actually pretty decent. I can build a small little wall here that kind of keeps this and this separate. But what I am going to do is not only am I gonna do that, but I'm going to extrude this out a bit. And I'm going to select this, and I'm going to kind of move this a bit. And this right here, I'm going to extrude this out. To kind of just make this pretty much a giant, just little semi-circle thing here. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to select the face here. Nope, I want to... There we go. And just kind of extrude this out a little bit and just make it kind of more... I don't know, just make it a little bit more interesting. I think that is pretty much where we want it. And we can accept. Looks pretty good. I like that a lot. And we can just kind of keep it there. And actually, what I might do as well is I might just select, if I can, I don't know. I select just this? Yep. So I might select this, and I might just kind of bring that into there. And I might even make this a little bit more. Let me see what this is going to look like. I think that's fine. So we're gonna have some dock areas here. I don't know what I'm doing there. And then this is gonna be something that you know, we can place some industry here. And again, one of the things that might be kind of interesting, especially since we have this you know, this bay area, we're gonna try to put in some more islands and stuff. We might even introduce a skiff or a little boat. That's kind of something that they introduced in the DLC for Forbidden West, and that's kind of a neat little thing. So that's something that we can definitely play around with. Yeah, I think that this really is gonna look really nice. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So now with that, I'm gonna kind of just try to finish up some of this over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this something. So I'm just gonna just place this, move it a bit, just try to place kind of something here. So I'm gonna make this a little bit more taller. Well, that's not really much I can do about that, but what I can do is just kind of place this a bit taller here. That I think I like. And then we'll just kind of bit by bit really just place this. So I'm gonna place this here. I'm gonna extrude this, have this go up kind of the thing here. Extrude this. Now, if I hit accept, we have another one of these just little walls. And yeah, we might be able to like jump over this, but you know, I don't think it'll be too bad. One of the last things I want to do is I do want to work a bit on kind of this interior area here, but I think well, I don't know. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna redo that. But on modeling, I am just gonna start from a simple square. I'm not gonna try to do the cube grid thing. But what we do have is we have an opportunity to build out kind of a nice little guard tower thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go into poly edit, just make a little shack or something that again, I don't know if I'm gonna really keep this, but it's something that I can at least play around with. And the biggest reason why I might not keep this is because it kind of blocks the view of the this, and I don't know, I just don't know if it's gonna really worth it. But what I could do is instead of placing it there, I can have another place for it. So actually, don't necessarily hate having the building kind of off to the side here. It being just something where, you know, guards, you know, have access to. So we could definitely do something with that and have it kind of rise kind of above the tree line a bit. So we can do like an offset. And we can choose to merge or extrude these a little. Oh, let me accept it. And if I take a look at my stuff here, so I don't know if I might scrap this in favor of doing something else that may look a lot more Oseram-like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just get rid of this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit complete. I'm going to go ahead and make something like this. But instead, I'm going to take this side and I'm just going to let it kind of tilt just a bit. I'm just gonna save that and duplicate that. I'm just gonna turn 90 degrees and I'm just going to kind of place it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to rotate these as well to the other side. Go ahead and go into poly edit and just kind of edit these all like so. And that way I can really do certain aspects that are going to be a little bit more, yeah. So that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe make this go in a little bit more like that. Accept. So now I think they're too close together, so I'm going to kind of space them out a little bit more. Line these up as good as possible. Okay. I'm going to put those in just a little bit more like that. I think that's good. Go ahead and I might even make this a little bit more taller. So that's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and make another box, and I'm just going to make this small. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to try to kind of keep it well, I'm gonna have to kind of structure this, but I'm gonna go to a very tiny speed for this. And what I want to do is I'm just going to add in, I hit accept. but I'm gonna just kind of have this go in a bit. I'm just gonna fine tune each of these, and I'm just gonna have like a leg or something stick out. And this may be something more for like your environmental artists to and 3D modelers to figure out what this is going to look like, but I like to spend a little bit of time on the smaller details and really get something that makes sense with the world. But you definitely don't have to worry about this. I mean, this could just be something as simple as just a square and just sizing the square up a bit. So definitely is something you don't have to worry too much about. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go into Poly Edit. I'm just gonna raise this up just a bit. That defeats. Yeah. We're just gonna leave that there. And then there. I'm gonna continue to go higher. Just go 2 by 2. And I think also I am going to make these a bit more smaller. So, oh, that's not what I want. I am going to make these go down a bit in size. Accept. Have that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in some blocks. So this I'm just going to, I'll go into Poly Edit and I'm just going to make some like support beams. Just something that gonna duplicate this and rotate. Another box, and I'm going to, I'm just going to rotate this. I'm just going to rotate this and make this as blocky as possible. Rotate it around. Actually, I think think I accidentally saved it. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna start all over. I'm gonna go into the modeling. I'm going to hit that complete, and then I'm gonna go into here, and I'm just going to 45. I'll just start this over again because I don't know if I was really that into it. But I'm just trying to make something that looks a little bit more built up. So I think that that's going to be something that the whole Oseram thing may be able to sell a bit. I don't know. I'm getting kind of like a weird sense that this is kind of crooked. I mean, that's just me, I guess. I don't really know. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate these as well and put them on the other side. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into modeling. I'm going to create a box. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to turn up the camera speed just a little bit so I can move around a little bit more better. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to make kind of a little spine thing. I'm just going to hit accept for now. It's kind of janky, but it is what it is, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create this. I'm going to extrude this. I'm going to move this down. Do this. Extrude it. I'm going to have it go down. Actually, I'm going to do that instead, and then all of these are going to just move up. So it's kind of the same, size. Too much. I'm just going to let it kind of sit on top there. I'm going to duplicate, and I'm going to just move these down a bit. I am going to move these. I'm going to work on them kind of side by side, so I'm going to move these kind of over like that. I'm going to move them kind of there. I'll do the same thing here, where I'll kind of slant them down a bit and just kind of move them. So now we have this just tower that we have, and I'm just gonna go ahead and can I actually just select all these? Oh, I guess not. I'll probably just do that, and we could probably actually just group these together. So that way, well, it's kind of messy, I guess, but that way, you know, we have kind of a good thing. bit, I don't know. So have like a lookout area. That way we could have some guys up there that maybe look out, and maybe place those in other areas. But I think that's actually kind of interesting. We might even move that over to like here, so because it seems like this would probably be a better area to have that. Whoa, it's like right here. Ooh, I kind of like that actually, where it's like kind of in and out a bit. I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting. And what I might do is, because we should be able to go in and like, well, I guess not. But no, I actually kind of like that. So we have that, and then, this is kind of somewhere where, you know, guards can overlook and see what things are, how things are going. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good start to the entrance area. Again, I'd like to go in and put some more stuff in here, and I actually might do that. Let's do that now. Let me go in and just place something. I'm gonna go to poly edit. Might make like a little tent area. So I might just make this a giant canopy and kind of just make it very bare bones, something like that. And what I could do too is have like a little dip to it. So actually, what I could do is I could just insert edge loop here and just do it that way. So that way, except I'm gonna go in here and I can just select like these lines here. So I'll do that. And then I'll dip this down to kind of give a sense that it's, you know, supporting a bunch of weight. Maybe we can make this a little bit more. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create a very small and skinny like stick thing. That'll probably actually be, yeah, that's good. Might make it a little bit more longer, and that way I can go in, just kind of. I can duplicate it. Just create like another stick. It's like it's tied together or something. And what we can do is we can just duplicate this, move it over to this side. But I might actually want it to be kind of out a bit. That's kind of nice. And then we can have the same thing over here, where there's these sticks. But instead of it being like super tall on there, or we could actually kind of position these a bit. And what we could actually do is we can just create I'll hit cancel. There we go. So we don't, yeah, I just don't really feel like I need to really worry too much about like sculpting this thing. But I do want to create just a little bit of just interesting detail a little bit in this. So with this, I might add in like maybe there's a little bit more support. Especially if I turn off the rotate, maybe I can just have this move a bit. I have the same thing over here. And just add a little bit of personality to some of the structures and such. You duplicate this and you can add in like more supports and stuff. So this might be a bit wonky because it you know, it's gonna not be as it's gonna be different, you know, so I mean, this is something that you know, Oseram, you know, built. There's like you know, this could be just an item store, or there's just some environmental stuff that's going on here that's, you know, something interesting. Another thing that we could add as well is we can add some of these I mean, there's like just basic tents, so we can create some of these tents here, so let's do that. And again, this is kind of based off of I'm try to base this off of some of the tents and stuff that they have in the game. So they do have like normal, kind of just like more normal tents that you know, you have. They do have other like circular tents that I kind of like a little bit more better. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of try to build something super simple, especially like shape wise. Like, I don't want to I don't know why. screwed this up a little bit. I'm gonna offset this. Well, I'm gonna try to the best I can. I just kind of, yeah, just play around with some basic shapes. Try to, you know, build somewhat of a kind of a good language of shapes and stuff. But I think that that's gonna be pretty good. We can hit accept there, and then we'll probably just place some of these around. So maybe this guy has a tent back here that he has. Maybe there's another tent. That's gonna be kind of inside of it. I don't know if that's gonna be really good looking. And maybe it's just like, you know. Yeah, I really don't want to put the tent, like, I don't know. Maybe there's another tent back here. Yeah, and this actually, I want to kind of expand a little bit more on this. So, I do think that there should be like a kind of a smaller wall here, so I'm gonna hit cancel, but I am going to kind of just kind of fine tune this a bit more. Got something like that, and then let me actually turn it to 90. There's like a little bit of a watch tower here, and then what we could have as well is we could have like a little ladder. Again, this isn't going to be a functional ladder, but we can kind of just illustrate the point that this is a ladder. It probably would be nice to have a ladder in here. Actually, honestly, I would like to incorporate a lot of different like traversal, especially like climbing and doing a bunch of stuff like that, because that's kind of that's a really huge staple of the Horizon games is doing stuff like that. But I think that this really does a lot to sell the sell the vision of what I'm going for. So yeah, I think with that, I think I got a good start. I might come back to this at a later time and really play around with this area. But yeah, I think it's an hour and 30 minute episode, so I think it's a great time to end it there. But I want to thank everybody for watching, and if you want to see future videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have any feedback or any comments, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will try to get back to you shortly. But yep, the game project saved. So I think I'm at a good stopping point right now. But I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.